Good evening and salutations, my Days of a Lives fan. So, question. Is Paulina starting to get on your nerves? Because I'm going to be honest, she's been getting on my nerves for the past couple of days. I'm like, Abe, you need to sit there and get your loudmouth wife. Okay, she's going down there and she is yelling and whining, complaining to Rafe about do your job, do your job. It's Sloan. It's Sloan. I know it's Sloan. I've been watching that Law and Order show on Peacock. Uh, okay, I get it. Nice little nod to Peacock. What did Eli say? Can we just Peacock and show? Really? Come on. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just saying there's some decent stuff that they actually do show on Peacock. So we'll give credit where credit's due. Um, but she's just being so obnoxious at this point. And after her little panic attack, um, even Rafe starts to have it up to here with her. Just loud and just ugh. And of course, Sloan comes in there because he calls Sloan out for just to shut her up. But of course, when he's in there asking her questions, she won't shut her trap. She would not shut her trap. I'm just like, you know, at first I was like, because there was some people that didn't like Paulina, right? I'm starting to see that now. I'm starting to see that. I'm gonna be honest. This whole Talia thing. I talked about this in my live stream. If you don't want my live streams, come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I talk about all the shows, talk about all the characters. Um, but I'm so over Talia. I'm over her. She is just whiny and pathetic and she's literally sitting there, like, even when she's talking to Chanel, she's like, I'll do anything for him. And I'm just like, you have the word pathetic just written right on your stupid little forehead. I just have issues with characters that act like that. And, you know, she is taking jail time chances on this guy. Does he even actually have work? Does he work or anything like that? Or you just like sitting there loving a bum? Should I move to Salem at this point? Because I mean, if bums like him and Eric are able to sit there and get these hot chicks, then maybe I should sit there and move there. I mean, she's sitting there taking chances, jail chances on him. She is she's doing this whole hot and cold thing, but now she's straight, but she's willing to sit there and sleep with another woman just to appease him. I mean, here's the thing. If this was the 90s and you had a little scandalous kind of movie like that, I could probably get behind it. Be some hot scenes and everything. But this is a soap opera, and I, I guess for me, again, I'm very left brained, so while a lot of people looking at this like, ooh, this is so exciting, I'm just like, yeah, this is pretty stupid and annoying, you know? Like, you're literally gonna sit there and sleep with someone else, and not just somebody else, somebody that you're not actually even sexually attracted to appease that guy. What is? Meanwhile, you got Nicole the idiot, that's just lying to EJ's face, telling Anna the truth, and then being like, I can't let anyone know until I know who the father of the child is. What do you think? Because, see, the problem with this whole thing is that she feels like she's going to have some sort of safety net. If she doesn't say anything, then she could sit there and be like, okay, well, I could be good with either one of them. But if she finds out it's Eric, then she could be like, well, EJ, we had a good run, and yeah, or vice versa. So I feel like this chick is just losing there, weighing her options while she waits for the results. And Tony is caught off guard with how well EJ's taking the news when he's like, yeah, she slept with Eric. But then you also sit there and say that he punched Eric in the face. So, a lot of that anger subsided, and then finding out she was in the hospital, it also happened. So, well, good thing for Eric for being EJ's punching bag. Speaking of Eric, Sloan apologized because Eric was like, yeah, I got this because EJ punched me when he found out that I slept with Nicole. And Sloan was like, yeah, I didn't know. I thought he knew. I thought that Nicole would sit there and tell him. Of course, Nicole's like, oh, this is all Sloan's fault for telling EJ. Great way to take responsibility, Nicole. Then again, this is exactly why I call you an idiot. So awesome. Um, Jada starts questioning Colin, saying, Talia, this woman, she's been here a couple of times. Now, what Colin tries to do, and Colin sits there and talks about, oh, well, I know it's a high thing of prostitution here, whatever, to get under her skin and to throw off balance, right? But to be honest, Colin's pretty much like, listen, unless you got a warrant, because at this point, he says Colin Flynn or something like that. I guess that's supposed to be their version of Colin Farrell. But I don't understand why they couldn't just use Colin Farrell. To be honest, I don't I don't really get that. But whatever. Um, but no, she was like, "Yo, listen, without a warrant, I'm not really talking to it." And Jada goes back to the station. Rafe is annoyed because he has to sit there and deal with annoying as Paulina. And they talk about Colin. And like, you know what? Let's sit there and question Talia. I mean, after talking to Colin, like, let's, since we can't sit there and really talk to him without a warrant, let's talk to Talia. But Talia is too busy sitting there trying to figure out how she wants to be with a woman or fake her way with being with a woman or whatever. I have no idea. This whole thing is just completely stupid and asinine at this point, and it's been very difficult to sit there and watch this. So even that part, it's like, what are you doing? Normally, again, I always feel watching two women kiss is the bee's knees. But watching her be completely uncomfortable and knowing what she's doing just makes it very difficult to watch. And it comes across as super sleazy, too. I'm going to be honest. So there's just so many things that's just so wow about all that. I feel like that's pretty much about it. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened in this episode, but as I say in all of my other reviews, if I did miss anything, come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be snitchy talking about days. Anything that I missed, we're going to be snitchy talking about that. Any questions you want to sit there and have for me about my take or whatever that, that I might have missed or whatever, we'll sit there and chop it up there. GH, BNB, YNR. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.